Hey everybody, I'm JJ Conway. You can find me on the web at jjconway.org where I help you be prosperous and leave a legacy. Today we're going to talk about mail scams, and it's really personal to me because about 2 years ago I had a car accident where I was diagnosed with post-concussive syndrome because I was continuing to have dizziness, migraines, and memory issues well after 6 months after the accident. And, I healed up, but last year as I was doing my taxes for the year in which the accident happened, I realized I had written a lot of checks to people whose names I don't know. I had also overpaid for my house, which as a realtor, for 10 years I was a realtor, and I also teach people how to invest in real estate. JJ Conway is not going to overpay for real estate, but I did. And so this is really real to me because I understand that people have car accidents, we have medications that sometimes cause these brain fog issues, the maturity of life, the battle scars of life sometimes cause us to miss the fine print or to fall prey to some of these tactics. So I want to highlight them for you today. And I've got a couple of examples here. One thing I don't have an example of, but I want to talk to you about, is the fake bill. This is something that comes in, it looks like a bill for something that you already have, but it's from a different company. And so when you pay them, now they take over that, and of course they're going to charge you 4 or 5 times what you should be paying, okay? And you'll know sometimes we're doing things and we don't always know exactly who we've got it through, like my internet. I have 50 websites, right? So who do I have? I know who I have them through, but it can be easy to lose track of those things. So we have to really kind of stay on top of it because I'm steady getting these letters saying, hey, it's time to renew your domain name for $120 a year. And it looks like a bill. And it says in small print, this is not a bill. But it looks like a bill, and it really would be easy for me to just go ahead and pay it and send it in so I can keep my domain name. Okay, this particular one is really insidious because it looks like, let me cover up my address there, it looks like a tax document. Look at that, right? It's got the 2019 on it, and the whole thing looks like a tax document, and it's talking about your loan, and it's talking about how you have a notice of late payment and all this other stuff, and that's not really what happened. And so what it does is it gets you to call them. And when you call them because you didn't make a late payment, you're going to go fix that up, then they sell you on a loan and they tell you how great the rate is going to be and how much money you can save. And a lot of times you're not saving. And when the dust finally settles, it's actually not that great of a deal. Here's an example of 2 others that we got. This was one that was also like that. It came in one of those, IRS looking kinds of things, but it's not. It's basically a notice that my car extended warranty is expiring, and that's the same as this one here as well. Okay, so it's funny because I do get official business things that say official business to be opened by addressee only, right? But then this one says penalty for private use, or penalty for private use $300. Like, what does that even mean? Like, that told me this was a scam before I even opened it up, because that is not what my documents from the IRS or from the state of Louisiana or the state of Maryland, where I also have a business, or in the state of Texas, where I'm a resident. Okay, so I just want you to be aware of that. These scams are really popular because what they're banking on is we have battle scars or stress or family dynamics, or we're super, super busy and we're not paying good attention. Okay, and B, they know that the world is changing rapidly. And if you're my age or older, you grew up without internet. Most of us grew up without cell phones. I'm sure there's some people that were wealthy that had those big bricks, but I wasn't one of them. And what these scammers are banking on is so much has changed that they're counting on us not to catch some of the issues. But I'm here to help you be alerted because I want you to be prosperous and in health, and I want you to be able to leave a legacy. I'm JJ Conway. You find me on the web at jjconway.org. Y'all take care and be blessed.